Forgotten to click the button that says go live. But here we are. This is my Topic Tuesday, and when we get enough people here, I will talk about my proposed topic. If anyone has a better topic, I will certainly be willing to listen to that. I don't see anyone in the stream, but that's okay. It is 2 o'clock Eastern in the US. I'm just telling someone. Someone how to find me. Oh my goodness. I just looked up from my phone and there are 4 people in here. Wow. Okay, there's Daniel and there's Melissa and there's Pat. And I'm always happy to see people here. That's a lovely thing. And Barb is here. That's always lovely as well. And AJ. Oh my God, all my friends are coming. I think that's lovely. Yes, and I just put the link in if anybody wants to come up. We're only here for an hour because at 3 o'clock Eastern, we go to see Brenda the Newbie Crocheter because we love Brenda the Newbie Crocheter, and she is fantastic. Okay, and there's Daniel. Yay! Oh, blanket has grown so much.
It has. I've been working on it all day today.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
You also posted earlier today about a yarn haul. You got some really beautiful yarns too. Yes. And I made I made an inappropriate joke when you showed me the picture of your yarns, yeah. And hands up everyone who is surprised that I would ever make an inappropriate joke. I would think there should be no hands. Yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm drinking out of a mug with a logo that Daniel designed for me. And it's funny, my sister was the one who ordered this. She was the very first Etsy order I ever got, and I have appropriated it so that I could show it online. Isn't that a lovely and simple logo? I love it. And my Etsy shop is... you will see it. Nightbot will keep you informed. Anyway, AJ said, well, everybody's saying hello to everybody, and I think that's good. Barb, has some yarn on the drying rack. I'll bet it's just beautiful. I really bet it is. So, and, who else is here? Who was Alicia? I didn't see. Oh, hi, Alicia Simpson. Glad to see you as well. I didn't see you come in, but everybody is welcome. As I always say, we are an inclusive channel here. When I do recorded videos, I always say hello, boys and girls, cats and dogs, because we are an inclusive channel. Although everyone knows I prefer dogs over cats, but that's okay. But where's Oslo, Daniel? Tell us where Oslo is.
Oslo is, I don't know.
Okay.
He's somewhere.
Are you wearing a sweater right now? Is it that chilly in Scotland?
It's 13 degrees here.
Oh,
I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit.
Yeah, can someone translate that into American? Because everybody knows that the US is the only place in the world remaining where we still use Fahrenheit instead of Celsius and imperial instead of metric. But yeah, if someone will translate 13 degrees Celsius into hi, Kaths, I captures Catherine Noel. Let's see. But yeah, I was just ranting because the US doesn't do anything metric. Although the scientific community in the US does do metric because they know that the international scientific community does metric. And it
56
really is
Fahrenheit.
more useful. I'm sorry, say that again?
56 Fahrenheit.
56. That's pretty chilly for June. At least where I live, it is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no wonder you're wearing a sweater.
Yeah, it was okay when I went out to my local yarn shop earlier today, but it's cooled down a little bit out there now.
Yeah. So you want to show us some of your treasures from your yarn shop again? I know you did your video earlier today, but you got some really nice stuff.
Yeah. Hang on, let me just. I think I've started using. Actually, no, I haven't. I just got some random balls of yarn. Oh, you can't really see, but it's yellow and it's like a creamy color.
Yeah. Colors are coming across a little differently. Oh, hi, AJ. AJ's going to come up. Yeah, we love AJ with all our hearts. Yes.
Hi.
I have often described,
Hello.
well, not often, but I've just started describing AJ as my brother if I ever had a brother, because I don't have a brother, but I wish I did, and I wish it was AJ. Even though he's like, what, 11 years younger than I am. But that's okay. Anyway. Oh, Kath says in Belgium they're melting over there. Wow. Yeah. So how is everything over there in San Diego, AJ? Tell us all.
Having a heat wave this week. Supposed to get up to the mid-90s and 100.
Well, that's okay, because you're close to the coast, and I hope you get a bit of a breeze. Denisha is here. Glad to see you, Denisha.
Hi, Danny.
But how far actually are you from the beach? I know, of course, the closer you are, the more expensive it gets, no doubt.
Maybe 25 minutes.
That's not too bad. Do you like the beach yourself?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. It's funny because it's only as I became an old man that I used to be afraid of the sun because of my fair complexion, but then there's something about turning 50, and I've said this before, there's something about turning 50 that gave me a tremendous sense of entitlement and also a tremendous sense of release of a lot of different concerns. And I realize now that I'm more likely to die with skin cancer than of skin cancer, if that makes sense to you. And honestly, I've heard that about, I've heard that men usually are more likely to die with prostate cancer than of prostate cancer. Hi, Proverbs. Glad to see you.
Hi, Jeannie.
Denisha wants to be a professional beach bum. Oh, my God. How do you make money at that, though? I'm sure there are ways. Yeah, I'm sure there are ways. But if you can pay your rent and you know, put gas in the car and food on the table, then you're good.
Yep.
Oh gosh. So what are you working on, AJ? Last time I spoke to you, you were working on another panel for the wifey blanket. How's that going?
It's going pretty well.
Well, that was a brief answer. Oh, Denisha wants to be a hooker with a sugar daddy. Actually, I sort of want a sugar sonny, but that's a totally different topic. Of course, Daniel laughs because he knows exactly what I mean, because I'm... Every day I'm totally inappropriate with Daniel, and he's totally tolerant of that. But look at him, he's so darn cute.
It's growing a little bit.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that's very nice. How much more do you have to complete that panel?
I was actually just about to look at that.
I think your blanket is going to be amazing and beautiful and probably a work of art.
Oh yeah.
Because you have done so many different styles of stitching. And it also, it sort of shows your education curve. You've learned, I mean, we all keep learning and learning and learning if we're lucky. So it shows a bit of an education curve too.
Yeah.
Denisha says she's probably going to have a husband. I'm so sorry.
That's good.
I don't know. I've had a no. I talk very cynically, which should surprise no one. I absolutely loved having a husband when I did. And I still mourn the relationship that ended, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
But I also move on with life.
Hi,
Sometimes.
Trudy.
Hey, Trudy.
Roughly 8
Yeah.
inches left.
Kath says husbands are overrated. Yeah. Except for AJ, of course. AJ, I'm sure, is an exemplary husband. And dad, he's got 2 kids who from all we can see, look, pretty happy and pretty great.
Yep.
You're a little dark there, AJ. Based on what I can see. Oh, there you go. That's a little better. Yeah.
I've got like 8 inches left.
Don't ever say that to me again, because I will promise I'll say something inappropriate. Catherine says, of course, present company excluded. Of course. Of course. And Barb, Whisper says her husband was there for 5 years, but the man she has now, to whom I believe she is not legally married, has been there for 20. So I think she's in a pretty good situation there. When I started out with my husband, we were not allowed to get married. I wanted to get married, and then I sort of destroyed the relationship, and I take full responsibility for doing that. And that is a totally separate post. But at that point, we would have been allowed to get married, but it would have also really complicated the breakup, because all we had at that point was an apartment, a mortgage, and we sold that easily. So and I mean, he knows that I still love him with my whole heart, and I think he still loves me, even though we have both moved on. I still love his family, even though they're all crazy. But then so is my family.
So how's your live stream blanket going on there, Daniel?
What,
Oh, Denisha says something about self-control. I used to have a concept of that, but well, I don't know what that is at all.
I have fairly decent self-control for everything except for caffeine.
Oh, really? I
Yes.
don't have any self-control for anything.
When it comes to caffeine, I have to watch myself because I've overdone it before.
Today will be my annual trip to my local yarn shop because I have no self-control when it comes to that.
But at the same time, I'm sure that when you go, even if you spend more than you intended to, you still know how much is the max. Granny D is here. Hi, Granny D. But still, even if you go to the yarn shop and spend more than you originally intended to, you still know what the max is.
Well, I went not expecting to spend as much as I did, but I did because I wanted to.
Exactly. Okay,
I went to
Barb.
Hot Club yesterday expecting to spend more than I did.
And I think in my case, it's probably fortunate that all these amazing yarn sales come up when I'm not really inclined to take advantage of them or prepared financially to take advantage. Oh, excuse me. I'm burping because I'm drinking. I'm drinking soda. I'm sorry. Please excuse me. But there was another one. But all of these yarn sales, I don't overdo it there. Sometimes I do overdo it.
We
Like
don't
when
get.
I'm sorry, say that again.
We don't get many yarn sales. That's why I don't purchase a lot of yarn, because over here yarn is expensive. So yeah, when we do have yarn sales, I do buy quite a lot. But yeah, we don't get them very often.
See, that's why you buy like 3 suitcases and you come here and visit.
Yeah, exactly. I think that a lot of people who come to the U.S. for any other reason, no matter what they buy as consumers when they're tourists, they will send it back by FedEx or postage or whatever it takes, because it will be more efficient than trying to carry it back on the airline. And they will buy a ton of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Because there are a lot of things that are a lot cheaper in the US than in Europe. And I don't know what to say about that. I wish that our European friends could enjoy the sort of advantages that we have.
Same.
Okay. Trudy says the only way she will ever marry again is if the man is stinking rich and 1 foot in the grave, and the other one on a banana peel. I can see that. Yeah. But yeah. Oh, Jan is here.
Alice is here. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just love these, and I have not even. We're 20 minutes into this, and I haven't even introduced a topic yet, because this is supposed to be a Topic Tuesday. My topic is what brings you to tears. Earlier today, I was watching a concert on YouTube, and it had that effect on me. And then I had to just, after that was over, because I knew I was going to have to talk online here, I looked at automotive videos, and I had totally inappropriate conversations with people. And so I think I'm a little bit prepared now. Oh, somebody else. Granny D is coming up. Yay for Granny D. Oh, why
I'm gonna hop down for a bit.
Look at my beautiful pride.
Oh, you got your rainbow hook. Oh,
I got
my
mine
goodness.
yesterday.
Sorry, you got yours?
Yeah.
Oh, look. How many
can't
different...
believe they're not sold out. They have in stock every size. I just checked.
I emailed them. Are you scratching your face with your crochet hook? I do that myself, but it's funny. But I emailed them because, oh, where did AJ go?
And they're a little more, you know, all of them went up in price, but this one costs more because of all the, you know, different colors and more work and all that stuff.
Well, exactly.
Part of the proceeds goes to the, I can't ever get all the letters right. The LGBT, what?
LGBTQ something.
Yeah,
I mean,
that.
yeah. Divergent Crafter is here. I'm going to put the link up again. And oh, AJ says he has to drive for a bit, so he left us. That's okay.
Oh,
But we always love it when AJ is here.
yes.
Yeah, that's a Furls hook, and I know this will surprise people, but sometimes I get a little bit cynical and a little bit bitter. And so the thing about large corporations, usually a whole lot larger than Furls, slapping a rainbow on their marketing for the month of June only gets me going. And I did send them an email that I worked really hard to make it concise and nice.
I think there was a lot of pushback on that because I received an email from Fels to say that they had a lot of comments and stuff about the
I
hook.
got that too.
I got the same one, exactly. And they did say that one reason that it might not be offered year-round is that it is much more difficult to produce than all of the other things they
See,
do
I
because
didn't
of
know
the
that
way
they
the
weren't
colors
gonna-
are.
I thought they were just going to keep it in their line. I didn't know it was.
Well, I'm not sure they've made a decision about that, but they said that if they decided not to do that, that would be the reason, because the production is so difficult.
Yeah.
I think it's the price that's put most people off because even Fels said that hook is considerably more expensive than all the other ones.
Yeah, but it is, but I can understand why with the extra work that is involved.
Mm-hmm.
But
Plus-
all of them went up by a few dollars, $2 or $3.
Everything
this
is going up.
$29 before, shipping and
Yeah. Everything is going up because of everything that's going on in the world. Okay. Divergent was saying it ticks my kids off more than anything, David, if they don't do it yearly. Do you mean the whole rainbow thing? Oh, Colin is here. Glad to see you.
Yeah, that's what Divergent meant. Companies that only sell rainbow stuff in the month of June.
Yeah, I get a little bit cynical and bitter about that because
I didn't even realize that, but then I got the email.
Yeah. Well,
Yes,
I mean, I'm sorry. What did you just say?
Some people just like rainbows because they're pretty, and I'm exactly the same. I know rainbows are classed as LGBT, but I just like rainbows because they're
I
pretty.
do too.
They are pretty. They are pretty, and it's perfectly lovely when people buy rainbow products for that reason. Denisha says a lot of people are having a hard time finding work, of course, still, because so money is definitely an object when it comes to certain types of hooks and yarns and whatnot. Yeah, not surprised. It's true. It's true. I have always advocated the budget yarns, and there are some perfectly lovely store brand yarns.
And oh my God!
And there are some perfectly awful budget yarns as well. What? I'm sorry, I missed.
You, David. I'm sorry. The Hobby Lobby sale, stuff like this always happens when I have hardly any money, though I've, robbed Peter to pay Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, I think it was before you came up that I was saying that all of these amazing sales always happen when I don't have a lot of money to spare or the inclination. And I have said recently that I'm not gonna buy any more yarn anytime soon. And of course, people say, "Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, right. I believe you." But
I thought I was gonna have a fit when they walk into my. I mean, they're used to seeing it.
Oh, Blind Stitches is here.
But it's worse.
Okay, everybody, if you're not a member of Blind Stitch's channel, please go over and throw yarn in her window. She's trying to reach 400.
That's hard to
Yeah. But yeah, so I was saying that it just never coincides. But I just bought some amazingly beautiful yarn from Daniel, and I also bought a whole bunch of yarn from Dollar Tree that I think is going to become a sweater.
Did you get the tweed yarn?
I did. I got blue tweed and rust tweed.
Love the tweeds.
So that's 2 sweaters there. And
Well, I got this yarn today. Where is it? Look how pretty.
yes, you were showing that earlier. It looks a little bit like a Lion Brand mandala cake, and of course, everybody knows my love for Lion Brand.
What is it?
It's Stylecraft.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, you've
Is
said
it-
that you have trouble getting Lion Brand over there on your side of the pond.
Mm-hmm.
Is it sparkly, Daniel?
No, it looks like it. It should have alpaca in it 'cause it's got quite fluff to it.
Uh-huh.
But it's 80%, 90% acrylic and 10% wool.
Oh, okay.
I
I know
love it.
that Canada got they get different stuff, and I didn't realize that, like in their Michaels, David.
Oh, Whisper just made the most beautiful comment. I'm sorry for
Go
interrupting
ahead.
you.
Go ahead.
She says when it is only in the Pride Month, it is more of a commercial thing. She says she is proud of her LGBTQ plus child every month, not just in June. And I knew I loved Whisper already, but I love her more for saying that.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm sorry. So, Granny, please complete what you were just saying.
Just that I didn't realize until fairly recently, a month or well, more than that, that Michaels in Canada gets different yarns sometimes than we are able to get. You know, that one that I really love, and I can't lay my hands on one right this minute. It's called Rose Pottery. This is the color, but it's sheepjes or shapias.
Shapias, yeah.
So this is the cut. This is just like what Michaels had, but they had a much bigger skein. It was like over 507 yards
Mm-hmm.
at Michaels. Same stuff, and this is like $8.99 or something like that
Mm-hmm.
for this 250 some.
Exactly.
But you know,
It
now
actually
it's
looks quite
continued.
nice.
Oh, it's gorgeous, and it's roving. The only thing that would make it better is if it had a little wool in it. It's all acrylic, but I still love it.
But there are some really nice soft touch acrylic yarns.
Oh yeah.
And we also know people who cannot tolerate wool because they have like an allergy to the lanolin or whatever it is.
I'm so glad.
The yarn I'm using now is 100% acrylic, and I love it.
I like really nice soft touch acrylic yarns, but at the same time, I like a lot of different textures. Now this I made with Daniel's. It was a DK weight. It was the colorway pink.
100% Highland wool, that is.
It was 100% wool, and as I was doing it, I thought, it doesn't feel like Lion Brand's Pout of Love. But at the same time, now I don't think I need to do much because I could wear it around my neck and will gladly when it gets cold again.
Yep, that's pretty much woolly wool.
And it's not harsh. I mean, I have felt acrylic that was a whole lot, that was really, really harsh and gave acrylic a bad name.
Yeah.
Jan says there's a faux alpaca that is put out by Lion Brand.
Well, I got a faux cashmere here. It feels like cashmere, but it's not.
Ooh,
Oh,
that would be nice.
yeah. I remember when you were describing that, it said it was like a cashmere-like
Yeah,
acrylic. Oh, no,
it's
yeah.
80% acrylic and 20% cashmere effect polyamide. I'd
That's,
never heard of that before.
I hadn't either. I know Lion Brand has a touch of alpaca, but maybe they're talking about something different. I tell you, Lion Brand comes out with new yarns faster than I can keep up with it.
I know. They come out with new yarns more often than I go to the bathroom.
I bought a Lion Brand mystery box. Bloody hell, it cost me enough money to get it over here, but I can't wait for it to arrive.
I am usually a little bit wary of mystery boxes because of experience, because I've gotten some store brand yarn that I will still say give acrylic a bad name.
I'm the same
But on
as
the
David. I'm not much on mystery and I understand the draw, you know, and some people like the surprise and all that, but I feel like I'm going to get a bad surprise.
okay, Denisha just made a comment that I don't understand about calling people on the carpet.
Oh no, I didn't get
Because
that.
it is difficult to follow the chat when you're trying to also keep a conversation going. But at the same time, I did recently buy one of the Lion Brand Santa sacks, and they were at a great discount, and I was very pleased with the yarn that I got in that.
That's good.
So I think very much based on things I've heard from other people and my own experience, I think it really depends on how much you're going to spend. If you get a $4.99 mystery sack, you're going to get $4.99 yarn. But if you get like a $30 or $60 mystery sack, you're going to get yarn that's a little better.
Well, I think
And
I paid like £50 to get a 9 balls of Lion Brand over here.
Wow.
And I'm sure the postage was exorbitant.
Well, the postage was £17. That's equivalent to like 25, maybe even $30.
I just sent you 3 Lion Brand mandala cakes, and that cost me $25. I'm a little bitter now. Well, I started out a little bitter, but I'm even more bitter. I hope you get that soon because I want to see your reaction video.
Well,
But,
it's I know it's in the UK and it's making its way up to me now. Hopefully, it'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah, just
Denisha
for
is
me,
saying that everyone needs to do their own research on what the organizations really represent. Some of them say they represent good stuff. Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. I've been around a long time, and I think that especially the corporations, it's been my observation that to cover their butts, they will support both sides of the aisle. And that's just a fact of life. And that's all you can do. Having said that, I will also mention that I've been working on creating a pattern ebook for charity, and I found the perfect organization to support. It's called The Hunger Project. And the reason that I like it so much is because the focus is international. The focus is on empowering women to end poverty and thereby end hunger. And it seems to be, in terms of its expenditures, very efficient, as opposed to some other organizations I have seen. Okay, I'm missing comments left and right. Exactly, Divergent. It's more than tax breaks because sometimes they do expect privilege. I'm more bitter than normal. Do you mean today, or just more bitter than the normal person? Because no. Well, that's probably both true. But anyway, moving right along. What are we talking about? I'm just being cynical, which is truly me. I don't always give light to my cynical side. But I'm a nice guy. I hope people realize that. I am nice.
I love to hear you say, okay.
I don't make donations to foundations and charities through big box stores. Is Walmart because we are paying their tax write-offs. No, thank you. I can donate myself.
Mm-hmm.
That was what I just said.
And, we could talk about Walmart all day long with their business practices and their employment practices, but we won't. The same with Hobby Lobby, because they have some... No, I won't say that because I don't know the latest news about that, but a few years ago, they got a lot of criticism for some of their employment and benefit practices. But I still buy yarn at both of those stores, Hobby Lobby and Walmart.
They make it hard not to when they've got such,
Well, you guys need to bring Hobby Lobby over here.
good yarns and right now.
Yeah, AJ is saying puppies, we need puppies. Am I really that? Do I really look like I'm that angry right now? Because I'm not.
No.
Oh, let me just adjust this a little bit. Yeah. No, I'm not all that angry in the moment. Although, get me started, and
don't
I might
get
just
David started.
Don't get me started. Yeah. Anyway, puppies. Puppies are always wonderful. We love puppies. Do you know, I was talking about going to an adoption event last week. No, it might have been longer than that. And they had not had very many dogs up for adoption. And when we got there was only one left. And I thought he was perfectly adorable, but he was also a little large and energetic and might have been a challenge. And, my sister is part of the decision because I live with my sister. So she chose not to go forward with that. I would have taken him. I would have walked him every day. Hell, I would have cleaned the house every day just to, keep stuff out of his mouth, because you know how dogs are.
How old was he, or about?
Maybe a year.
What kind was he? Just a mixed breed?
He was a mix. I would only adopt a mix.
Those make often the best dogs.
Well, yeah. I would only adopt a rescue. I would most likely adopt a mix, although there are some breeds that I'm particularly attached to. I grew up with a miniature schnauzer. I'm particularly fond of beagles and, excuse me, I'm still burping, Cocker Spaniels.
I grew up with Chihuahua mixes, and I love those. I just love those dogs.
My aunt had a Chihuahua. He was a little feisty, but still fun.
A lot of them are, but the ones we had never were.
I think with every dog, are we boring you, Daniel?
Sorry, I was just listening to a voice message.
Okay.
Daniel's
No.
background's getting filled up again.
It is. Look at all of that beautiful
Biggest
yarn.
rainbow. Woo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Nightbot will refer you to Daniel's website, but you have to hit Alt-click because I don't want you to leave this chat
So I'm
to
waiting
visit
on
him.
Whisper. I have an order from Whisper right now, but I will get Daniel at some point when I can.
Oh, Barb. Whisper says she loves big dogs like German Shepherds and Rottweilers.
I've
When
had
I
those
was
too.
a... Go ahead.
No, I just said I've had those too. I had a German
When-
Shepherd before.
When I was a kid, my aunt's family had, I don't know, 2 or 3 German Shepherds. Big, beautiful dogs, but I was terrified of them. Because they didn't know me, and here I was, this kid coming up and trying to approach them. So, of course, it might not have always been a happy interaction. Hey, Gina Barnett. Pat Dancer agrees that mixed breeds and rescues are the best.
I love my Pat Dancer, or our Pat Dancer.
Yeah. Well, we have a lot of really good friends here.
Yes,
And I love it when that happens. I have to remind people that at 3 o'clock we go over to see Brenda the Newbie Crocheter. And give me a second and I will trigger that Nightbot notice about Brenda. My Bluetooth keyboard goes to sleep all the time. My regular keyboard is sort of dead because I've just spilled things on it so often. I'm
Brenda's
looking.
been, listening to some of my book readings, and she emailed me a picture of her. She said her puppies, it calmed them right down, and they were just like,
Really? Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely.
Reading to Brenda and her puppies.
Well, you could do worse.
Yeah.
And we do love Brenda. And well, somebody just enter exclamation point Brenda, because I'm not getting my keyboard to work here. Oh, Blind Stitches has 2 pit bulls. Do you know, I have seen so many videos that show how amazingly loving and gentle pit bulls can be. I think that in every case, with what we call bully breeds, it's really a reflection on the owners more than the dogs themselves.
Yeah.
So AJ is acting. Say that again, I'm sorry.
The dog will act the way it's been trained to.
Exactly. Pat Dancer has mixed corgis. Oh, I'll bet they're just gorgeous. And AJ is acting as a really, really lovely moderator and posting links and stuff.
AJ is very helpful.
Oh, God, he is such a moderator. I've seen him in other people's live streams, and now he's helping me out, too. Exactly, Whisper, yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's a reflection. And I remember a few years ago, there was a case where there was a pit bull. It's an ugly story, so we don't need to go into it. But really, it was a reflection of the owner more than anything else. Oh, Jill has a new. Yes, I saw him, and he is gorgeous. Yes.
Hello, Jill.
And Divergent has a Boxer and Blue Heeler mix. Gorgeous. If I can find a picture, there is a picture. My ex's parents had this amazingly beautiful collie. And there was one Christmas Day, I went there after doing my church music gig. I went up to their house, and he was already there, and I was so tired, and I was basically falling asleep on the couch, and the dog was there with his face on my lap. And if I can find that picture, I will post it somewhere, because it was such a beautiful moment. And that dog is no longer with us, sadly. But then neither is the relationship. So
That's the thing with me and animals. When they pass, I have a really tough time with that.
oh, Whisper is saying that I have not yet moderatified AJ. I thought I had. I can't do it from StreamYard. I don't have this particular chat open in YouTube, but I will certainly do it as soon as we're done here. Because, yeah, because AJ is such a very good friend. Divergent is saying that Blue Heelers and Australian Shepherds are real high energy dogs. That's true. They always need to be yeah, AJ is saying I did before and I thought I had. Maybe it, I don't know, maybe it didn't keep. I don't know. YouTube is dumb, as he says. The code for Daniel's yarn is, I think it's pawply. Nightbot will come up with it in a minute, I'm sure. But if you search for pawply yarns, you will find his stuff, and it's beautiful stuff.
My website is being updated, so I don't know when I'm putting the update on. So there will be more on there soon.
Yeah. Hello, Barbara Batzer. Yeah, Whisper says that YouTube can be a pain in various parts. Yes, that's true. It is true. Sorry?
I loved your interview with Ross. I'm like,
I had so
David's
much
getting
fun.
Really big names.
Oh, wait till you see the next one. But I had so much fun with Ross. He is...
I can't a lot.
He was a little shy, but then he also admitted that it was the first time he had ever been interviewed. So that's okay.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. I was surprised myself.
Me too.
But he seems like a really genuinely great guy, and there's no doubting his talent. And his eye, yeah.
Yeah.
So there seem to be differing opinions about whether AJ is blue or not. And I'm in StreamYard, so I don't know for sure right now, but I'll have to go and look, because I am quite sure that I moderated AJ. Because how could you not? Oh, look, he's coming back.
No, AJ's not blue.
Hey.
Oh, hey! Yay! I'd rather see his face than his wrench anyway. That was not a metaphor. Although, anyway, that was not a metaphor. So we're glad that you're back with us.
Thank you, thank you.
Are you on your phone still?
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. Well, it's okay. It still works.
Yep.
He's got to be. He's got to be up and moving around. AJ on the move.
Okay, Whisper is saying that AJ is not blue now, but he used to be. And what I did not make that change. That was not a choice that I made. So I will have to go and see what's going on there. Oh, it's so hard being a channel owner. Oh. But It is.
Struggles.
I know. I know.
I always forget I actually have a channel and I need to record stuff to put on it.
I didn't get that. That was a little bit echoey. Say that again.
I said I'm always forgetting I've got a channel and I actually need to record stuff to put on it.
I need to make more videos than I do since I do so many lives. They've kind of gotten pushed to the side.
I do. I try to do something every day, but I've sort of decided that I need to take a day off, and I think that's going to be on Thursdays. I was doing THWIP Thursdays. I do these topic Tuesdays, and we still haven't talked about our topic, but that's okay because we've been having a good time. I do Wednesday free-for-alls. I have been doing THWIP Thursdays. I have been doing Friday tutorials, but I'm going to change that to a rotating format because, frankly, I just don't like doing tutorials, and that's.
I don't have the setup for tutorials.
Well, that's part of it. That it's really a struggle, but also
it's a pain.
I also don't have the patience. Yeah.
Look down through the phone to see my. A lot of times when I've done them, I would have my hands not in the frame.
But yeah, exactly. And you know, the worst comment that I was ever aware of, I have been told that moderators have deleted comments in live chats that I did not know about that apparently were nasty, and I sort of wish I had not been told about that. But yeah. But the worst comment that I was aware of was when someone criticized one of my tutorials because I was out of frame for like half of the time. Because I was still learning. I continue. I'm still learning now. So I might go back to tutorials, but right now it's really not me. So Fridays are going to be a rotating format. Saturdays are still going to be shout out Saturdays. Sundays will always be Sunday readings of poetry. Mondays will always be, as long as I can, will be interviews with my Monday men, of whom Daniel and AJ have both been. Daniel was my first. AJ was a week or two ago, and that was quite lovely. And then we come back to Topic Tuesdays, where I like doing the live streams. I like doing the interviews and the live streams the most, because there is the interaction, and also because they don't require an awful lot of editing. And editing is not my strength. I will say that. I will admit it all day long, because it really is not my strength. Yeah. And actually, I've been talking with people when I do the interviews, and also with other people whom I consider advisors, about finding your voice, finding my voice, other people in their own channels finding their voices. And it takes time. It does, because a lot of it is trial and error. I know with AJ, he hasn't been on that long, but we have seen a growth. He's grown more confident in front of the camera, which I think is good. And I think that you enjoy doing the live streams and participating in other people's live streams. And then Daniel was telling me he enjoys doing live streams and doesn't really like the other one so much.
I hate recording. I find it really awkward.
I just don't like the editing. I don't think it's a strength of mine. So
and I wish I knew how, at least a little bit, at least to splice, you know, when I used to record videos and the camera would all of a sudden cut out because of memory or, you know, whatever, or lack thereof. and then you want to splice things together. I can't even do that, but I've got an iPhone. If I messed
Yeah.
around with iMovie, I'm sure I could. It's
And
probably just a matter of me doing it.
even today, I can tell there's a difference in video quality between what you're seeing of me and what you're seeing of other people. Because I'm on it might be a 10-year-old MacBook Pro. So there's going to be a difference in the camera quality. I used to record a lot on my phone, but then I ran into struggles transferring video files from the phone back to the computer.
Yeah.
I might have solved that problem, but I'm less interested in actually doing it now. Oh, look, everybody, it's 2:56. Will somebody please post Brenda's link? It's !Brenda. Because my keyboard is not working either. I really need a new computer. But Divergent is recommending Skillshare, and I would agree with that.
Then watching around YouTube, you could probably find somebody who has it on sale.
What is that? Brenda posted her own link. Oh, Brenda, we love you dearly. So we want people to go over and see you at 3:00. I love it when Brenda lurks, and then because she's so nice. We love her dear, and of course she's responsible for this sign, the subscribe sign. She and her husband have this business doing that kind of thing, and I've been telling her that as soon as I get monetized, for which I need watch hours, people, watch me. I will ask them to do another sign that is specific to my channel, which very well might have this logo that Daniel created, actually.
Love that.
I love it too. It's so simple and so beautiful. And Daniel himself has a mug with my other image. Yeah. Hold it up closer. Oh, look at that.
That's cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that one, the one with both of them on it.
I might have to create one like that. He ordered it special from Vistaprint to get both images, so I might have to do that. What you doing there, AJ? Are you like folding laundry?
Yep.
Uh-oh. Okay, Divergent says, I had Premiere Pro when I was doing graphic design, but then my computer died. Oh dear. Uh-oh. That sounds very sad indeed. Blind Stitches says she's thinking of doing a podcast instead of tutorials and wants our input about that. Okay, it's 2:59, so we all have to go over and see Brenda because Brenda is wonderful. So as much as I hate to do so, I'm sorry. Say that again. Oh yeah, it's a bearded yarn raid over to Brenda. Yeah. So as much as I have truly enjoyed this, I have to just end it and send us all over to Brenda. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.